here a legend. Got one foot on the goal line and the other in the grave. When the good Lord drops the curtains, I did it my own way. Left it there so many times, I didn't know that I was dead. And I listened to the preacher as my eulogy is read. He came here an outlaw with a pain and the weight there on his back. He came here an outlaw, but he's leaving here a legend. An outlaw with the pain and the weight there on my back. I came here an outlaw, but I'm leaving here a legend. Now I'm leaving here a legend.
This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Huntsville, 101.7 KSAM. It's the Huntsville Hornets Coaches Show, brought to you by Chick-fil-A and Advantage Specialties. Now, here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, baby, it's August the 25th, 2025, and we are back at Chick-fil-A of Huntsville. How are we doing tonight? Let me hear you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thanks for coming out tonight. I am one of your benevolent hosts, Carlos Zimmerman. With me is the former Hornet quarterback, B.A. Brian Adams. B.A., how are we doing today?
Hey, Carlos, we're doing great. It is great to be back here at Chick-fil-A with Mike and this great crew here. We appreciate that and excited to be get this show underway.
Let's do it. Let's dive right into it. Joining us tonight, and we are honored to have this man in the house with us tonight for the third year in a row here at Chick-fil-A. We've been able to bring him on this first show. Y'all give it up for HISD Superintendent Dr. Scott Shepard joining us in the house this evening. Dr. Shepard, how are you?
I'm excited to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, like I will with Coach Moebes later on in the show, I'm going to give you just the opportunity, just an opening statement. School year in full swing now. Just thoughts from the first couple of weeks of school and what you guys have in store for this year in HISD.
It's been a great start to the year, and as always, we want to thank our sponsors, our corporate friends, people that help us with everything we do. And you guys, KSAM, you're not just broadcasting our games. You're true partners and a true community radio station. We appreciate the support you give us. We've had a great start to the year. I always like it when the kids come back to school. It just kind of gets us in a routine, and it's great to be back.
Absolutely. I know this was a big thing going into the year, the new phone policy, or lack thereof for that matter, right. No phones in school. Right. And from what I've heard on that front, it has been, it has worked great so far. So just if you want to talk about how it's been.
So far, so good. I mean, it's a law, so we obviously are going to follow the law. Very restrictive. We were already kind of controlling cell phones in the classrooms and had our own policies, and now we've got this rule that's no phones at all. I will tell you, in talking to our older students, our high school students and middle school students, they're liking the fact that they're disconnecting and they get to talk to their friends a little bit differently. It's just kind of a different atmosphere. So they've done a great job of switching gears and getting on with that new policy.
Awesome. Love to hear that.
Yeah, I do too, and I think that's fantastic, kind of limiting phone access during school hours. I think it's a great idea. So, Dr. Shepard, how have you been gearing up for this coming football season and the excitement that it's going to bring not only to the high school and to the district, but to the community?
Well, from the last day of football to the first day of football, I might be as bad as the coaching staff is in terms of just counting down the days, ready to go. I think we're going to have a great season. Kids are excited, obviously some coaching changes too. And if you think about the Huntsville Hornet program, we started this new era of a dynasty of sorts in about 2017. We've had a bunch of really great years in a row. We're expecting to continue that and go even further this year. I know going out to practice and watching our student athletes work with our coaches, there's just a bunch of excitement out there on the field.
There's a lot of new faces, too, in this district with a lot of new teachers, a lot of new coaches, as you said, a lot of, administrative staff, and some in different positions than they were a year ago. Just how exciting has that been for you to see just, the growth of the district and the people that want to come in and help serve the students of this community?
Absolutely. I mean, Huntsville's changed. It's a place where we're a destination. People want to come here. They want to live here. They want to work here. And we've been working on that over the years, just trying to make that better and better. And when you get to see people get opportunities to grow and do something new and different, it's always exciting. I mean, when you get to, I just turned 60 years old. And so,
congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. I made it this far. But when you get to that point and you look back and think about your own career and the opportunities that you were given and that you earned and that you made the most of, it's great to see some new faces getting those same chances.
Awesome. Love to hear that. So I know we got to wait a couple of weeks this year before we can pack out the Hive and Huntsville ISD Stadium. Hornets will be on the road for the first couple of games, but that home game's coming up September the 12th. Just for someone who may not know what that experience is like on a Friday night at Huntsville, give them a little bit of an insight to that.
Well, our stadium is electric. I mean, it's the perfect size for us. We can fill up our stadium, and it's just a packed house. I'll tell you, people sometimes like to get there right at game time. You don't want to miss a minute. Like, I get to the stadium before pregame warm-up. I mean, I just don't want to miss anything that happens in that place. So I would encourage our fans to get there when the gates open. We've got some cool stuff when the team enters the field. We've got state-of-the-art flashing lights and things that happen when the team comes out of the tunnel. It's just part of the experience, getting to hear the band, see the cheerleaders and the GGs. Just that whole experience is what Friday nights in Texas are all about.
That's right. Brian, any final thoughts for Dr. Shepard?
Well, I just want to kind of add to what you were talking about. Being a Huntsville native and growing up in this town, it's a football town.
Sure.
Everybody loves football in their town, and Huntsville is certainly special. And the things that's been going on, the last 10 years into where we are now, the new stadium, and all that kind of stuff. Coach Moebes coming in, the excitement level is up here. It's so high, and we cannot wait to get this season started. What other kind of things is the superintendent of the district are you doing to kind of help promote your schools and the football program and things like that?
We changed up some things departmentally. We've now got a Department of Community Engagement. So Matthew Leahy, a lot of people know him, Jonathan Reed, Shannon Hollis are doing more and more to outreach to the community. We just kind of we got lucky in this regard, when we hired Coach Moebes, and Coach Moebes obviously has ties to Sam Houston State University, and then he brought in some other Bearcats with him too, and you're a Bearcat, so that natural connection that's happening with our coaching staff and the university is bringing us to another level as well. So it's just everybody pitching in as a team effort.
It's exciting stuff.
Absolutely it is. Well, Dr. Shepard, we appreciate you and everything your staff does for this great community and our students. Our friends here at Chick-fil-A on this back table over here have a gift for you and just appreciation for everything that you do. And thanks for coming on here on this first show.
That's awesome. Thanks for having me. And as always, Sting 'em Hornets.
Sting 'em Hornets. Y'all give it up for Dr. Shepard joining us here this evening. Our great GM, Tim Johnson, will hand you your gift, good sir. And after this quick message from KSAM, we will have another special guest joining us here. Vice President of Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club, Purcell Cleveland, is next on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show.
KSAM1017.com is Huntsville's full-service website with local news, weather, and sports. Find local events, download local podcasts, find a job, entertainment news, and live streaming of today's best country and all your favorites at KSAM1017.com.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. Hornet Nation Coaches Show, Chick-fil-A of Huntsville, Also brought to you by our friends at Advantage Specialties. We appreciate them for all their support for Huntsville Hornet football. Joining us now is the Vice President of the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club. Y'all give it up for Miss Purcell Cleveland joining us today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. We appreciate you. So I'll just give you an opportunity to introduce yourself and everything you do for the Quarterback Club. And I believe you have a few of your officers in the house tonight.
Yes, we have one of our officers, Julia Reed. She's our treasurer.
There she is, back in the back. We see her.
Way back there. Go ahead.
Not with us is our president, Jennifer Harrison. Oh, she's here. Jennifer's here. Okay. And Belinda Marino is our secretary.
Awesome.
And we just work together to support our football players and coaches.
Love to hear that. So, what are some of the things you guys have in store for Hornet Nation this year? Obviously, going to be an exciting season in store. Just what do you have available for the Huntsville community?
We have giveaways for all our home games, so we encourage everyone to get there early and make sure you get what the prizes that we have for this year that's donated by various businesses.
Awesome. Love to hear that. You guys have meetings every single week. Just fill the community in on how they can attend the meetings.
Yes, we have meetings every 2 weeks, and our next meeting is September the 8th at 5:30 at the Fieldhouse.
And you guys, I think this is an exciting thing that was added to the stadium when it opened, was you guys have a store inside the stadium.
Yes, we have a spirit store. We have shirts, flags, rain ponchos. We have some new merchandise that's coming out in the next few weeks. So please support our spirit store. All the funds go back into our football players and coaches, whether it's equipment or buying meals, whatever they need, we are here to support.
Awesome. Good to hear that.
Mrs. Cleveland, we want to thank you for what you're doing. It is such an important thing and such a neat thing to support these Hornets and in their endeavors. How can the community assist you in that?
We welcome new members. We have 2 tiers for membership. One tier is $25. The second tier is $40, and you get a cup. If you don't want to be a member, you're more than welcome to come out on Mondays and Tuesdays for Mance Park games and help us in the concession stands, or on Thursdays for our freshman and junior varsity games. We welcome volunteers, especially for our concession stands.
Absolutely. There's a lot of great areas for y'all to serve in our community, and in this way, it's a great opportunity for you guys. Where could people find you guys on social media?
We're on.
I believe you're all on Facebook.
Yes, we're on Facebook and Instagram as well.
All right, there you go. So search up Huntsville Hornet Football on Facebook and on Instagram, and you can find out everything that's going on with the Huntsville Hornet Football Quarterback Club. Miss Cleveland, we appreciate you coming on tonight, and our friends at Chick-fil-A also have a gift for you and everything that you guys do for our community, so we appreciate you very much.
You.
All right.
Thank
Y'all
you
give it
for
up for
having
Miss
me.
Cleveland joining us here this evening.
Thank you for being here.
We'll step aside and take a commercial break, and we're going to dive into the heart of our show. Joining us here in just a few moments, he's a man of many titles, as Coach Moebes told me earlier today. Benny Wiley will join us after this on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show.
Your brand is your business. Shop local with Advantage Specialties, where you will get service with a personal touch. Hello, I'm Stephanie Pitts, owner and operator of Advantage Specialties. Advantage Specialties offers screen printing and embroidery on site. Let Advantage Specialties get you ready for your next event with cups, apparel, caps, pins, and everything else you could need. Go to AdvantageSpecialties.com or call our team at 936-291-3222 to start that order now. Sting 'em Hornets!
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show, live from Chick-fil-A in Huntsville, brought to you by our friends at Chick-fil-A and Advantage Specialties. We appreciate y'all joining us tonight for our first show of the year as we gear up for the matchup against Brenham coming up on Friday. Joining us now, as I said, a man of many titles that he carries here now in Huntsville. Y'all give it up for Director of Human Performance, Head of Strength and Conditioning in Huntsville, the director of is it health and wellness for the district. Like I said, many titles. Y'all give it up for this guy, Benny Wiley, joining us tonight.
Right.
And I do laundry.
And you do laundry.
Man of many talents.
Man of many talents.
Yes, sir.
So, Coach Wiley, glad to have you on the show tonight.
Thank you.
We thank you for everything that you do for this community and fresh to the Huntsville community in some ways. In other ways, we'll get to in a minute. Just give you an opportunity to introduce yourself and all the different things that you're able to do for this program and for Huntsville ISD.
Yeah, sure. It's just great to be home. You know, it's great to be back in Texas. This is honestly like the greatest state in the country, and to be back home, to be back where like we started about 30 years ago. I mean, I've watched a lot of Huntsville like ISD football games, and I didn't know that I would be back here to actually be a part of those things. So it's just good to be back, good to be home, good to have my family here. Just good to raise my daughter in a place where it's just wholesome again. It's good to be a part of just watching like young men and young women at such a young age grow and like develop and turn into who they're going to be. And just to be a part of that. That's why we all coach. That's why we all do this, is just to watch like these people transform their lives and to see them at 14, 15, 16, 18 years old and go out and be who they're going to be. I mean, we all went through that, so it's just good to be a part of that.
Awesome.
Coach, you're no stranger to Huntsville, obviously, and
Yes,
a
sir.
former Bearcat footballer. Glad to
Yes,
see
sir.
that.
Eat 'em up, cats.
Eat 'em up cats, exactly. How's it feel being back in the Piney Woods? Just individually, how's that feel to you?
Hot.
Hot. It is hot and humid.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to see all the old faces. I saw Coach Randleman. He came over and saw us. I mean, early on, like when we first got back in town, it was good to see. Just old faces like Brenda Gray. Like I was on campus, and good to see Coach Gray and those people that. I mean, again, 30. Years ago we were here doing this, and good to see that they're still here, still pushing this community to be better. And it's just good to be a part of that now.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. How has it been adapting to this new role here with the Hornets? You've had a lot of experiences at the collegiate level, obviously, but dropping down to high school level, how has that been a change for you?
Yeah, I'll say it hasn't been a change at all, and I haven't dropped down at all. These men, these young women want and expect to be trained at the highest level, and every athlete at every level, I'll say there's no change, there's no difference. Everybody wants to be their best. Everybody wants to be pushed and challenged. I don't care what level you're in. If you're a pro, if you're in the college level, like for Caleb Williams, like he wants to be trained like as hard as like our quarterback does here. And so there is no drop off. There is no letdown. There is no standard that I'm going to go down to because this is high school. No, it's like bringing every level up. And these young men, these young women want to be pushed. They want to be coached. They want to be trained. So I would challenge that statement as we are not going down. We're only going up.
Awesome. That's what I love to hear.
Yes, sir.
I follow you on social media, and I see all the great things that you guys are doing in that locker room up there. Just for those that may not see it on social media, just some of the things that you've implemented in the locker room to bring that good atmosphere and things like that.
I didn't add much, man. I mean, Coach Moebes already had this thing just kind of moving and shaking. We've got a great senior class here. I mean, I wish I could show people like our locker room and show them like our senior class and show them like how much these dudes work and how much they put in and how respectful they are. And I mean, these are talented like young men in that locker room. I mean, talented. And so like I didn't do anything. I just came to be a part of it and just add my expertise, what I do well. But I mean, it's just me adding to what was already here.
Awesome. You've gone a lot of places in your career. I mean, I could rattle them off right now: Oklahoma, USC, Texas, and then being a Bearcat here at Sam Houston. What would you say are some of the more important things you've learned along the way to help you in your career?
Sure. Just work hard and be nice. That's my mantra. It's just work. Work your butt off and treat people well. If you do those two things, you're going to go as far and as high as you want to go in life. People want to be like associated with people that are positive and have a great attitude and actually want to work hard. That's why I came with Coach Moebes. There's no other reason to come here except I want to be next to them, be part of their heart, soul, into what they're doing. And so that's what I've learned. Every great player, every great coach I've ever been a part of, they are hard workers. They are consistent. They show up. They do the same thing over and over and over again. They don't get bored of doing just the mundane, detailed things that it takes to be great. I mean, it takes what it takes. It takes you showing up early. It takes you staying late. It takes you watching extra film. It takes you getting extra lifting in. And if you're doing it and it's extra and you need it, then it's not extra. It's just part of what you do. So, I mean, just really great it's just really great to be a part of this culture, this vibe, like what we have, this hive. It's awesome, man. I can't wait to get to that first Friday night.
Absolutely.
Man, this is going to be good. Coach, what are some of the things you look to implement, not only in Hornet athletics, but in the district as a whole?
Sure. Just going down to the junior high level. I mean, that would be the first thing. We want to, as a 6-year-old, you should want to be a Hornet. I mean, you should look to that green and you should want to have some pride about putting that green on. And as you go up from kindergarten to first grade to second grade, and so we want to get as low as we can and just kind of touch those young athletes like at a very young age and get into the junior high level, get into Mance Park. I mean, like I've been over there a lot, just trying to be a part of that culture. So, I mean, that is the main thing is just get as young as we can. So when you see those lights on, like in that stadium, like you want to be there. When you see the lights on those courts and on the diamond and all those things, you want to be a part of that. And you're fighting and scratching just to put on that green, man. You know what? It's to hear you say that kind of stuff. I remember back, believe it or not, elementary school, having the Hornets come and visit us. And all these, we were all looking up to them like they hung the moon and everything else, wanted to be like them. And to hear you say that you guys are digging into those, those underclasses, the elementary, the junior high, cultivating those kids to get them ready for high school or junior high athletics and things like that is fantastic. Thank you.
Absolutely. What's the most exciting part of your day? You're all over the place throughout the day, from the locker room to the practice field. I see you out there at practice, just trying to hype the guys up and things like that. And in the locker room, too, with the female athletes, too. Where's the excitement for you?
I mean, like I tell everybody, I'm blessed and highly favored, man. Every day I wake up, every day that God wakes me up and says, go. Every time I put my feet on the floor, man, I get to go do what I love to do.
Amen.
I am blessed to do what God's given me a gift to do, and I love my job. I love what I get to do. I get to do what my passion is, and I get to do it every day. I get to train athletes every day. I get to be in that locker room with great coaches that are great men. I can't pick one part of the day, but I will say my favorite part of my new day is that I actually get to see my family. Like in the college world, you don't get a lot of family time. In this world, you get to do both. I get to coach at the highest level, and I get to spend time with my family as well.
Talk about your family. Your wife and daughter are in the house tonight. What do they mean to you on a regular basis, and just being able to, obviously, like you said, be with you now that you're at the high school level?
Yeah, you're not going to get me crying up here, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. Again, you take my year at Tennessee. I was there 362 days. I saw my boys. They were 5 years old at the time. Okay, I saw them awake about 15 days that year. Awake. Wow. And so when you talk about family and balance and all those kind of things, when I get to it was crazy. We were around the 4th of July, and Coach Moebes said, okay, you're off for a couple of days. I was like, are you sure? Is there going to be anybody in the building? Are you sure? And that, again, just have some time with the family and have time to do those things is invaluable because you don't get to raise your kids over. You get to raise them one time, and you get to put all the values and all the cultures into them that you want. And I've been blessed that my boys were able to be raised in the South in Texas. Now they're still out in Southern California right now. But to put those values in, just to have great human beings walk through HEB and just have great people in this town, that's big for my family.
Awesome. One of the things you just talked about, family, and how important that is and how tough it is being a coach is still having that kind of equal balance as family life. The one thing about kids that I've learned is you don't get do-overs.
You don't.
You do not. So I commend you for what you're doing.
Thank you.
All right. I know you're a Hornet now, but as a fellow Bearcat as well, I want to talk about your time at SAM just briefly for your the audience here to get to know your time in the orange and white. And I know you ran for a lot of touchdowns at Sam Houston. So just let's talk about that.
Well, I'll start with this. I had this tough linebacker that was pretty young from Katy, Texas, tried to knock my face off every day in practice. So So getting into the games was actually easier. And, again, that's what we try to, like, instill with our current team is that when you practice hard and you practice at the way that you should against your teammates, you should get to Saturday or that Friday night, and it should be easy for you because you went so hard during the week. And so I was very fortunate to be a part of a lot of great football teams at Sam Houston. I was blessed to be coached by great men there. It was just a great time. I ran track at Sam also, just a good time. Like I saw Coach Self today over at the track, and just good to see that, like that team is still rolling, still doing well. So just a ton of pride in wearing that orange, and just a ton of pride being here. Yes, sir.
All right. Is there any like fun facts about yourself that not a lot of people may know about that you'd like to share? I was curious.
Yeah, I'm an Eagle Scout. I was the band captain in high school, also band captain and football captain.
What instrument did you play?
I was trumpet and tuba.
Trumpet and tuba. That's
Yes,
kind
sir.
of quite a widespread there.
Well, I like the flash of the tuba, it kind of flash and bang. And so we're like a military style, like in high school. And so I'm an outdoors guy. Like I like to be outdoors. I like to camp. I like to hunt and fish, all those kind of things. Some more outdoorsy. I like to hunt as much as I like to shoot. So, yes, sir.
Well, you know what? We have a couple of things in common. Not only we both play for Sam Houston, but I played the tuba as well.
Love it. Yes,
no kidding. Played the tuba.
I didn't know that.
I didn't play
for
long.
4 years.
I should say.
Fun facts.
I got fun facts. Yeah.
Understood. Well, with the hunting and the fishing, I think you'll fit right back in here in the Piney Woods. Got a lot of that around these parts.
Yes, sir.
Well, Coach Wiley, before we let you go, our friends at Chick-fil-A have a gift for you as well, and we appreciate everything you do. Welcome back to Huntsville.
Thank you.
And looking forward to seeing you down there on the sideline on Friday
Thank you.
nights.
Coach, great to see you.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
give it
Yes,
up
sir.
for
Yes.
Coach Benny Wiley joining us tonight. We'll step aside and take a commercial break. When we come back, let's dive into the players for the third and final time on our show. Running back Trayshawn Brown is next on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show.
The Walker County Senior Center and Meals on Wheels works daily, serving and feeding seniors in our county. The Senior Center provides a place for seniors to gather and socialize and offers transportation. For seniors that are homebound, the Senior Center offers Meals on Wheels Monday through Friday, all with volunteers. These meals are delivered throughout Walker County. Funding is needed to keep these programs for our seniors. The Senior Center is a 501c3 nonprofit, so all contributions are tax deductible. Call the Senior Center today at 295-6151.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, I wanted to get back in the game. So I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Texas at highschoolofficials.com.
Your brand is your business. Shop local with Advantage Specialties, where you will get service with a personal touch. Hello, I'm Stephanie Pitts, owner and operator of Advantage Specialties.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show, Chick-fil-A of Huntsville, also brought to you by our friends at Advantage Specialties as we continue on this Monday night, August 25th. Can you believe it's August?
It's the end of August.
Well,
That's what I can't believe.
We're getting close to it. First game on Friday, and this guy is going to be running quite a bit on Friday night in Cub Country. Y'all give it up. Third time on the show, running back Trayshawn Brown in the house tonight. How are you?
I'm good, Coach. Mr. Zimmerman.
You can call me Carlos. You've known me for a long time now.
Coach, Carlos, whatever.
No, could never. All right, Trayshawn, let's chat football.
Yes, sir.
How's it been through the spring and summer workouts, fall camp? How's it feel? Back on with the pads?
It's been a lot to take in. We've been working hard every day. Coach has been pushing us, to get better, preparing us for the season. They've just been standing on our neck, just, letting us know what's to come in the future and how we need to go about this season and take it seriously and get it done, get that championship.
That's right. How's your skill development been going from this last spring to where you're at now?
It's kind of been, a little tough, learning like different ways to run the ball, read blocks, and different techniques on the defensive side of the ball. So I kind of been, taking it slow and trying to figure that stuff out so that way I can, become a better running back and, be one of the best in the country.
That's right.
So, Trayshawn, how have you adjusted to the new system, new coaching, new system, and the new offensive schemes?
We got a great OC, but I'm going to use Coach Moebes for example. Since day one when he stepped in, he done stood on every word that he said, and, he's still doing that to this day, and I completely trust him 100%. And I would just like to, shout out to him.
Absolutely. Terrific. We've talked about it before, but for anyone who may have not seen you on this show before, your daily routine, through the day, into practice, you get home, the day in the life of Trayshawn Brown.
So I wake up, I brush my teeth.
I would hope so.
Wash my face.
That's a good start to the day.
I go take care of my dogs, then I go back, find my clothes to get ready for the day. Coaching them and getting on me about not eating in the morning, which I need to start doing, which I have tried to do better about that.
Yeah.
But after that, get to school, then, chill in the locker room for a little bit, talk to the guys, play music. Then we get dressed and we go upstairs. We either have film or weights first, or some days we straight outside, After we finish all that and then go to school, take care of my work, then we go back to the field house in the afternoon, and then we practice hard, get ready for the next day. When I get home, I go home, just get on my phone, check up, and make sure nobody ain't, texting me about anything. Then
stay locked in.
Yeah, then take a shower, do my chores, and then get ready for the next day.
That's right, brother. When you're on the field, this is your fourth year with the Hornets. Played on varsity as a freshman, and then all the way through these last couple of years. Just how do you keep it fresh and exciting for you, so it just doesn't seem like you're going through the motions every day?
Oh, I'm definitely not going through the motions. But I actually don't know. I mean, I just try to keep a, straightforward mind and, try not to overthink about everything so that way I don't overwhelm myself with too much stress. Try to stay calm and, just remember what I need to do to get to where I want to go in life.
Good deal, my man.
That's awesome.
Playing for Coach Moebes, your only year that you'll have with him, just how has that been for you, learning under him?
It's a great learning experience. I actually wish I had another year with him because he's just such a great coach. Coach Wiley, he's great too. Actually, every coach that we have now, they're all great.
Awesome.
I like them all. So I just really wish I got more time with him because I know it's still a lot that I need to learn and that I can use it for the next level.
All right, let's talk the opponent, Brenham, coming up on Friday, a team you've seen over the last couple of years. Just anything stand out from the defense this year compared to previous years playing the Cubs?
No, sir. It's actually, still the same. They still run the same defense and everything. Blocking, the defense, they still, a strong run-stop defense. They got good linebackers, and hopefully we can shut them down Friday.
That's right. You now, as a senior on the roster, have you had that opportunity to be able to just, take some of the younger guys under your wing? Because you can't play high school past 4 years, so you got to take those younger guys under your wing. How's that experience been like?
It's actually been a little in between because Coach he been trying to talk to me about being a leader on the team, stepping up and taking that role because he knows they got my back and I got theirs. So just trying to, like Coach Wiley was saying, get them while they're young so that way they can already be in the routine and know what they need to do to continue what we have now.
It's good, brother.
Trayshawn, you just mentioned a minute ago, you've been a leader on this team for quite some time. How has it been for you being vocal and helping your teammates, pump them up, making them focus on their jobs and what they need to do? How's that been for you as a leader?
It's been a little tough because, sometimes they don't like to listen. It's kind of hard to get somebody to listen to you sometimes, but it just depends on the way you talk to them. Pull them to the side. Talk to them nice. Don't just yell at them and try to make them feel bad. You actually talk to them and tell them what they need to fix and how to do it, just to help them understand the situation better.
Encourage them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, love that. All right, look into the future. I know you got a long senior year ahead of you, but what's in store for Trayshawn Brown?
No, I'm gonna go to college. Commit soon. commit soon and then, play at the next level and hopefully, get drafted and, play in the NFL.
Heck yeah, man. It's that. I think that's the goal of just about all of you guys. I'd love to get to the league one day. Did you do anything fun over the summer?
I went to Corpus Christi for a week. Went to the beach, seen little mini jellyfish. I actually took Marcus Lewis with me.
Okay.
We had a fun time. We was we would go deep into the ocean, or when we was at the beach, kind of just jump with the waves and go with the flow. The water was real salty.
I can imagine.
And the waves they slap us in the face. We made sure not to go too deep. I can swim though, so don't think I can't swim. Yeah.
That's awesome. Corpus is a good time.
Yeah, it was
glad you had a chance to go. Some goals this season for you. Obviously, the end goal, hoisting a trophy in Dallas, but just some personal goals for you.
My goal every year is to do better than last year. Just work on what I had downfall on the previous year, and yeah.
That's the right goal to have. B.A.
Trayshawn, what has been your favorite moment as a Hornet up to this point?
My favorite moment was actually my first game on varsity playing with my brother. That was a great experience, and I feel like we clicked real good on the field. I got to play 2 years with him actually, and don't got to play with him no more. I just miss him. Miss playing with him and stuff.
See, that's awesome, man, because not a lot of people can say they played with their brother.
Yes, sir.
That's very cool.
That's right. Last thing for you before we let you go. Outside of football, what are you looking forward to in this senior year?
I'm running for a homecoming king, prom king.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going for it. And I have all the faith in you, my man.
Yes, sir.
Go get that crown.
Yes,
all right, Trayshawn, you know the drill. Before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I want to give a shout out to my family, Coach Moebes, Coach Wiley, and just everybody that's in here. I don't know everybody's name, but shout out to all y'all for being here.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
Y'all give it up for number 5, running back Trayshawn Brown, joining us tonight. Trayshawn, appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Trayshawn.
All right, after this quick message from KSAM, we will turn it over to his teammate. Joining us for the first time, defensive lineman Jaden Bradford. Next on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show.
101.7 KSAM mixes in today's best country music from today's hottest artists. We sprinkle in your legendary favorites, add a dash of Texas and red dirt country, and presto, we made this just for you. Your hometown radio station, 101.7 KSAM.
All right, as we get Jaden Bradford situated here this evening, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back to the Hornet Nation Coaches Show, brought to you by Chick-fil-A and Advantage Specialties. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. He's Brian Adams. And y'all give it up now for Big 9-0, my man, defensive lineman Jaden Bradford in the house tonight.
Right, Jaden.
Appreciate y'all.
Jaden, I'm surprised we have not had you on the show before. I felt like we had you on, and there was just a night we weren't there, but we're glad to have you here, man.
I'm glad to be here. Thank y'all.
Absolutely. So I'll ask you a couple of things that I asked Trayshawn because, from offense to defense, it's a little bit of a different swing. Just from spring to summer, fall camp, what were some of the things that were highlights for you personally through the spring and the summer?
Just getting back in the groove. A lot of things is going through the basics, especially whenever we have a lot of young guys coming into high school. And then, we also had a new coaching staff. So I say just getting to the basics, putting the pads back on and getting the intensity, getting it all back up. I feel like that's what's been the most highlight moment.
What were some things for you that you felt like you got better in leading up to this first game on Friday?
I say my ball get off, my hustle, and definitely being a leader on the team. Coach Moebes stressed about being vocal, being a leader, and speaking to all the young guys, all the guys that have that extra years, because this is our last year, so we have to be able to encourage these guys and let them know that it's all or nothing.
That's right, brother.
Well, again, you are one of the leaders on the team, and you're going to have these younger guys looking up to you for direction, man, and that is a cool responsibility. How have you created chemistry with your defensive lineman teammates, and how are you guys getting ready for this Friday?
Just staying consistent, trusting each other, and then speaking outside of just, football, having those little get-togethers, just having that connection, that bond, it means a lot, especially down in that D-line group because, we're the head of defense, head honcho, and we get everything started. So us being locked in, focused, and having that bond, it helps a lot.
That's awesome.
It's like the military. You're the front line of the defense, so
Right.
they got to get through you to get to everybody else.
Yes, sir.
That's good. I know it's easy to, just get lost in the motions of everything and just remember that, football's supposed to be fun, too, at the same time. Just some ways that you keep it fun for you.
Just the competition, going against Trayshawn, Jerry, Singletary, all my brothers out there, going against a lot of competition, a lot of guys that I know that's going to give 100%, that makes it fun. Because, going out there and just going through the motions and whooping, I wouldn't say whooping somebody every play, but, beating somebody every play, it's not helping you get better. You know what I'm saying? And my brothers, they push me every day. So it's fun in that era.
Nice.
It's awesome. Your first year on varsity was your sophomore year, if I remember correctly.
Yes, sir.
Just some of the things you've developed from that time to now to help make you not only a better player, but a better person.
That leadership role for sure. And also the game speed, going up from freshman to junior high to varsity, the game speed is very different. So I say definitely improving on that, improving on my ball get off, my hands, all the other stuff, playing against guys that's older than me, the experience, it definitely helps a lot.
How is this week's preparation been going for you guys on the defensive line coming up for this Brenham game?
It's going good. We have a good game plan coming up. We definitely learning, understanding what coach is asking of us, and then just trust, Coach Moebes stress on us on trusting him, trusting the game plan, and trusting each other, trusting our assignment. So if we do that and stay consistent, we're most definitely going to come out on top.
Absolutely. I asked Trayshawn this. I want to get your perspective, too, because everyone's routine's different. Just take me through. Let's go. Day in the life. If we had a mini show of this, day in the life, Jaden Bradford.
Okay. I wake up to a morning text from my mother or a call. Telling me to wake up and make sure I don't miss workouts. I brush my teeth, wash my face, make sure I eat because Coach Wiley and Coach Moebes stresses on me about that too. We wake up. After that, we go up there to the field house. I do treatment. Then after that, we either have weight room or film, or we go outside. We'll have a great day up there in the classroom because, books comes first.
That's right, brother.
After that, a great day in practice. And then after that, you go home. Well, you make sure you get something to eat first. You go home, take that shower, you eat, and you go to bed. Best thing ever. Best thing ever. It's like you work a 9 to 5.
Come on. That's what I'm saying. We all need to implement that in our lives. Eat something, take a shower, go to bed. That's
and
right.
pray, too. Make sure you pray. Amen.
Amen. One thing I have found exciting at practice that has been added this year, I mean, you guys always go through, conditioning and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
But the conditioning routines that y'all have out there on the field, it's something I've never seen in my life before.
Man.
How's it for you?
Very different. Very challenging, very different, but, trusting it is what makes it very, I guess you could say, challenging, but also makes it make you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, coach stresses us on not being weak-minded. You know what I'm saying? You go out there, and there's nothing to it but to do it. And there's no going around it. There's no giving up or trying to feel sorry for yourself. It's something that coach wants you to do, and you're going to have to do it. So, other than that, it's definitely something I've never, ever done before. I say that for sure.
Jaden, let me ask you this. We asked Trayshawn just a minute ago. Up to this point, what has been your favorite moment as a Hornet and why?
My favorite moment would probably be the pep rallies. Just seeing everybody cheer for us, cheer for the cheerleaders, the band, is the love for the Huntsville Hornets. I love that experience.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Nothing like it.
And it'd be loud in there. Real loud.
So for the audience and for us, for pep rally purposes, is the whole school in there in the gym? Or how's that work?
I mean, yes, sir. It's like everybody. Well, last year how we did it was everybody will leave like towards the last period, and they'll go into the gym. And as soon as you get in the gym, we'll walk in, and the band starts playing immediately. And when I say they play loud. I'm talking about the gym be shaking and all types of stuff. Then they have like little chants, and then when everybody sounds so in sync, it's like soothing. It's like a high note from Alicia Keys or something.
That's awesome. I love that.
I love that. Let's look to the future. What's in store for you coming up after the senior season?
Sir, I'm sorry.
What's in the future for you coming up after this year?
Definitely finding a way to go to college, getting myself recognized, putting myself on the map, but not necessarily myself, but my team, most definitely. But going to college and then praying to go to the NFL as well.
That's right, brother.
Yes, sir.
I have the faith you will get there.
Thank you so much.
Young man,
absolutely.
Sky's the limit.
Absolutely it is. All right, before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout-out to on there?
My family, my mom, Anisha, Uncle CJ, thank y'all for coming. Coach Wiley, Coach Moebes, thank y'all so much. Thank you to everybody that showed up. And a wise person once told me, a wise friend, go by Miss Chris, go Hornets.
That's right.
Hornets.
Y'all give it up for Jaden Bradford, JB, joining us tonight. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Good job,
Thank
Jaden.
you.
All right, we'll step aside and take a commercial break, and he will make his long-awaited debut on this show. Head coach Todd Moebes in the house. He's next on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show.
Looking for a new best friend? They're waiting for you at the Rita B. Huff Animal Adoption Center. Dogs and cats of all shapes and sizes are ready to find their forever homes, and one of them just might be yours. Our new shelter is now open at 1495 Veterans Memorial Parkway in Huntsville. Stop by today and meet the furry friends who can't wait to be part of your family. Adoption saves lives, and your perfect pet is just a visit away. Adopt a shelter pet today. Visit Rita B. Huff Animal Adoption Center or check us out on Facebook.
Your brand is your business. Shop local with Advantage Specialties, where you will get service with a personal touch. Hello, I'm Stephanie Pitts, owner and operator of Advantage Specialties. Advantage Specialties offers screen printing and embroidery on site. Let Advantage Specialties get you ready for your next event with cups, apparel, caps, pins, and everything else you could need. Go to AdvantageSpecialties.com or call our team at 936-291-3222 to start that order now. Sting 'em Hornets!
All right. We are back. Huntsville, Texas, Chick-fil-A of Huntsville. This show also brought to you by our friends at Advantage Specialties. Stephanie, thank you guys so much for all the support you guys give to this community. I want to give some real quick shout-outs real quick. I saw Cleveland Jones back there from Mans Park Middle School. Cleveland, love you, man. Appreciate everything you do. Our friend Shannon Hollis is in the house tonight. Shannon, good to see you, my friend, as well. And, again, I want to give a big shout-out to our host this evening, Chick-fil-A, Mike Sullivan. Thank you guys for everything you guys do.
Absolutely.
Give him a round of applause, and appreciate y'all letting us talk Hornet football in your lovely, lovely restaurant. We appreciate you guys. All right, joining us now, y'all give a huge round of applause to head coach Todd Moebes. Coach, how are you, sir?
Doing great, man. It's a pleasure to be here and love the crowd that's here. And, man, this is awesome.
Absolutely, sir. So on the show for the head coach, we just allow you to have a time to give an opening statement on fall camp, Lufkin scrimmage this last Friday as we look ahead to this Friday for the season opener.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot to talk about in a short period of time. You know, I mean, I guess the past 4.5 months have just flown by, but it's been an amazing, transition. Getting here quick, trying to be able to build, relationships with, staff and community, all at the same time. Being able to, have a couple of days of skills and then jump right into spring ball. Really not even prepared. Go through about 14 practices and. At the end of it, being able to reflect back of how much we actually accomplished, I think it's certainly a credit to, our great kids and players that we have, as well as our coaching staff, and, really getting into the training aspect of the summer, training with a purpose, being very intentional about what we're doing, and, August is here. Here comes fall camp, and I think that we've stayed on that on that path, and led up to a very, very good scrimmage against Lufkin. I mean, obviously they're very talented and have great tradition there, and just real pleased with the way that we came out and performed, and we just got to continue to get better every day.
That's right.
Well, Coach, from a former Bearcat player to another former Bearcat player, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Glad to be here. Yes,
Man,
sir.
We're excited you're here. How has your team adapted to new coaching staff, your philosophies, that kind of thing in preparation for Friday night?
I've bragged on our players to anyone that would listen. The coaching profession is a huge network, and I've had the privilege of being able to coach all over the state, and so we have our annual coaching convention, and we get to see a lot of guys, and that's always the question. How is it? How are things? Whatever, and I just can't. Begin to say how great that our kids are. Transition's tough for anybody. I don't care what you do, and especially when there's a coaching change and somebody new comes in at the end of March. The first day I just number one, I told them that I loved them. And the second thing is I just asked them to trust me. And I said just give me the benefit of the doubt. We're going to play we have a great schedule with great opponents, and at the end of it, it's not going to be an excuse for us because we had a coaching change at the end of March, and these staffs have been in place for 3 or 4, 5, 6 years or whatever else. Like we don't have time. We've got to learn each other and give each other the benefit of the doubt. I told them that I would earn their trust, and so just really just poured into to building those relationships with the players, and it's just been great. Our players are awesome. They're tremendous human beings. I told them that, and I've told a lot of people, my passion and calling right now is to talk about the great kids that we have in Huntsville and Walker County and Huntsville High School, and they're just tremendous human beings.
Absolutely. One thing I think that's an awesome feature at practice every single day is the word of the day that you guys have for the team, or word of the week. The reasons why you implemented that into practice and why you feel it's important for the guys to hear that each week.
It's something that I've done at a couple of the other programs that I've been a part of. Character development needs to be a part of everything that we do, in the coaching profession. And so there are a lot of really good, curriculums that you can follow with character development. I just felt that doing a word of the week, and having each one of our coaches stand up and really kind of speak from their heart. The only thing that I give a directive on is whose week it is. A coach gets to choose a word. Not only do they choose a word of the week, but they also give an active character. And so, it's our coaches' time to be able to get up and speak to our team. I certainly have that opportunity to be able to do that, every single day. But they need to learn and hear from the influence of all of our other staff, and so that's kind of really where it came to be. And it's not so much finding a curriculum. I think as a leader, it's very, very important to know your group and know the room and know the team of what's needed right now and in that moment, not necessarily what's in chapter 3. And so this week is our third week of the word of the week, and Coach Stewart's word was courage. Coach Williams went the first week it was trust. Coach Faith went last week. It was love, and then this week is courage. And so, it's important that our coaches have great experience as players and as human beings and as men, and so they need to be able to speak to our team too. Coach,
Your thoughts on the Brenham Cubs this Friday night, and what, if anything, stands out about them to you?
They're extremely talented, on both sides of the football. I think they play football the right way, They're very, they've got great tradition. They have a lot of pride, in being Brenham Cubs, and you can certainly see that by, the way that they play. They're hard-nosed, they're physical. Their coaching staff does a great job. You can see fundamentals and alignment and techniques that they're doing. They're coached really, really well. And so, they have some game breakers, certainly on offense, and then they've got guys that can create matchup issues on defense. And so when you play at this level, that's kind of the fun part of it, is we get to go out and play against another state-ranked team that's very, very good to start off the year, and when we're excited for the challenge.
Now, nothing like a top 10 matchup for your first go around right out of the gate.
Might as well.
That's right. You know, for those who may not know this, you're also athletic director for Huntsville ISD. Just how has it been for you interacting with the other programs within athletics and just seeing what's been built here, and you're going to be able to continue to build on that?
I think it's great. I mean, I've had a chance to, throughout the spring, get to know and build relationships with the head coaches of the other sports too, and I've been very impressed, with the leadership of those programs and certainly the success of those programs. And so, I don't necessarily know that, as I've looked, that there's a whole lot that needs to be changed. We just need to continue to get better and continue to move forward, because I think we got great leaders, in those roles, and we got the right people, in those spots. And so, just, being able to add and be a great support for those programs, be able to use my experience at other places, around the state. But really make sure that I'm not the one standing in the way and let them do their job, and then be the support that I need to be for them.
Coach, being a former Bearcat, how does it feel to you be back in Huntsville?
It was great. Matter of fact, I talked to Coach Randleman this morning. I believe he went up north, maybe at Canada, and spent a couple months up there this summer. And I think he just got back and called and wanted to know when practice was. So we gave him the practice schedule, and look forward to seeing Coach Randleman at practice. Coach Longo and I have stayed in touch. Certainly they had a tough one, this weekend, and I texted him and said, just some coaching things back and forth, and I said, let's just make sure that Walker County football is 2-0 this week. So they got a big one against UNLV on Friday when we're going to be at Brenham. So it's great to be back. I mean, some of my best friends that I've met here and played with. I don't get to see them a whole lot anymore, but when you have those relationships, or we get on a group text, it's like nothing ever changed.
Yeah,
so
the beat, right?
And so they're great guys, and I mean my experiences here was awesome.
The one thing that really excited about me, I played on the offensive side of the ball. You were a defensive side and playing linebacker. I'm excited with the physical play that I think you're instilling in your guys. I cannot wait to see that on Friday nights, because I think that takes that team to a whole new level.
Yes, sir. Well, I hope so. I mean, I think we've got a physical football team on both sides, and hopefully through our practices and stuff, we're kind of allowing them to play a little bit more free and maybe not so much thinking, and we've got some really good players that are very, very instinctual. And so, I think that we've been a physical football team practicing against each other. I thought we played physical, Friday night against Lufkin, and so, hopefully we need to continue that as we move forward.
So last touch on a football thing before I ask you a couple other things that are more non-football related. Just some keys for you guys on Friday to knock off Brenham and start off 1-0.
Again, they're very explosive, offensively, and sometimes going into week one can kind of be a defensive nightmare. I mean, they didn't necessarily show all their cards in the scrimmage, and obviously our offense didn't either. So it's really that proverbial chess match when you get into week one. Maybe not a lot of people understand that, but when it comes to formations and plays and different stuff like that, I mean, we may be seeing it for the first time, on the first couple series of the game. And so, we just got to do a great job of making sure that, we're sorting it out, playing our fundamentals, and making great adjustments on the sideline, and our communication's got to be great, but we got to keep them in front of us. Offensively, it's, going to be important for us to be able to, establish a running game, and make sure that we're continuing to move the chains, and when we get into the red zone, we got to be able to score touchdowns. And so I was very pleased the other night against Lufkin, how we were able to make some big plays down the field, and so those are going to be key for us on Friday.
Absolutely. All right. If you didn't hear at the top of the show, we had a song played that entered in our show called Legend by Mark Powell. He's a Texas and red dirt country artist, and if you didn't know, this guy helped co-write that song. And so when I found out that it was in our library, I was like, yes, we're going to play this a lot.
Absolutely.
And that's absolutely. So you had a little bit of a country music tenure a little bit. Talk about that.
Well, I think more of my country music tenure may be just making sure that I'm within arm's length of Mark Powell. That's probably about it. So, he and I are great friends. He's got unbelievable music, so everybody needs to listen to more Mark Powell, that's for sure. We need to spin it on KSAM as much as we can.
Absolutely.
I just he and I had have a tremendous relationship, and we were doing some some things in Abilene to raise some money for the Boys Ranch of Abilene. And, I ended up singing a couple of played with his band, and I was one of the people to go up and play that anyways. And so I ended up saying, because he has a music festival in Abilene that's called Outlaws and Legends, and so I was trying to play a little trick on him, and just said that I was going to come in here as an outlaw and I was going to leave as a legend. Well, he ended up taking that line and ended up writing the song Legend. So
that's awesome.
Anyways, so yeah, he's a tremendous human being as well.
Absolutely. And then last thing for you, you have a son on the team, Caden, who's going to be one of the starting secondary guys. Just how's that experience been for you, being able to get to be your son's head coach?
I mean, it's awesome. I hope he would say the same thing, but I'm also his position coach. So that's almost got a double-edged sword. Yeah, last year he played quarterback, and so I get to snap him some balls in 7-on-7 stuff, and now I'm directing him every single day. So, it's great. As a coach, you do miss a lot of time, with your family. I mean, we're working 7 days a week, and so. To be able to maybe miss some of the early years, and then now, I get to spend every day with my kids. My daughter, today was her first day at Blinn Junior College, and so, those 4 years that I get to spend with her every day at Lockhart, being able to see him every day was awesome, and, certainly Caden, being a 3-year letterman, he played as a freshman on the varsity football team, and so, it's just, it's great. I've had to be very intentional about making sure that the coach and dad are the same, and just being able to enjoy being with him on the field, enjoy the fact that we're talking football and he's sitting right over there. It's really a priceless deal.
Coach, that's very special. Jaden being able to play with his brother. Mm-hmm. You getting able to coach your son through, these high school years and varsity and things like that, man, it just doesn't get any better.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I was able to play with my brother, my next youngest brother, and then I was able to coach my youngest brother. So, being able to have, kids go through the high school, get to see them every day, get to interact with them, train them, and then, obviously being, Caden being on the football team, it's awesome.
Awesome. And your wife, Sherry, and your youngest daughter, Keely, are also here in the house tonight. We appreciate you guys coming out this evening. Coach, our friends at Chick-fil-A have a gift for you as just a welcoming gift. They have a gift for you here this evening. We appreciate everything that you do, and we are excited for Friday night. It's going to be
awesome. Yeah.
Y'all give it up for head coach Todd Moebes joining us this evening.
Coach, thank you.
Guys. Yeah.
Coach, I'm going to have you hang tight with us right here as we're running short on time. I want to let y'all know the ball game Friday night in Brenham. They've got all the ticket information for you guys available, so we encourage y'all to get out to the ball game on Friday night. If you can't make it, we'll have the broadcast for you on the KSAM YouTube and over the air on KSAM. Our good friends Dave Finucci and Mr. Jordan Smith are going to be bringing the broadcast for you guys on Friday, as me and Brian will be with Sam Houston. So we encourage y'all, if you can't make it to the game, join us for the broadcast on the KSAM YouTube. So that'll do it for our first edition of the Hornet Nation Coaches Show. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. What a crowd.
Fantastic crowd.
And we hope to see you guys Friday night out there in Brenham as the Hornets go in there looking to go 1-0 and take down Brenham on Friday night. As always on the show, we close things out. For Brian Adams, Todd Moebes, I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Wishing you a great rest of your Monday evening, and let's let the folks in Brenham know who's coming to town on Friday and going to come out there and wreck house. Give a big 1, 2, 3, Sting 'em Hornets. 1, 2, 3.
Sting 'em Hornets.
Good night. God bless. So long from Chick-fil-A of Huntsville. We'll see you next week on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show right here at Chick-fil-A.